Well, yeah, hello and how are you? Hey, friends. Welcome to the Shen Show. I am your host, Shenandoah Briscoe, coming to you from right here where? Oh, St. Charles, Missouri. That's right, St. Charles, Missouri, in the good old USA. All right, today is Tuesday, May 26th, 2020. Got a birthday shout out going out to Todd Hoditz, Bricker, sorry, not Becker, Todd Hoditz, Bricker, and Julie Katura. So, without further ado, here are a birthday song for the two of you. I said, hey, I heard it's your birthday today. So, happy birthday, I must say. You know, Todd and Julie, you're a brand new year older today. So, happy birthday to you, I say. Well, I guess that's our last year older today. Well, I said, hey, I heard it's your birthday today. So happy birthday, I'ma say. You know, there's another year done passed away. So happy birthday to you, I say. And many more. Ha-da-da-da, happy birthday, cha-cha-cha-cha. Cha-da-cha-cha-cha-cha. Hey, yeah. All right. Got a Facebook poke out going out to Amanda Sue Little and Karen Sanders. Happy Facebook polka. Uh, Do you do the polka? I can do the polka, although I am in a wheelchair, but I can do the polka. Can't sing polka songs. Don't know how to sing a polka song. But they do that on Good Morning Vietnam. He done several polkas. Actually, there were some polkas that they done in some movies, but I don't know any polkas and I don't remember the rhythm of the polka, so I'm not gonna do the polka. But anyway, thank you for the poke. Uh, Amanda and Karen. All right. uh, oh, well, no wonder that thing's not on. No wonder, it's not a clicking. Okay, hey, how about our weather forecast brought to us by whom else but Wallace Resale on Facebook. Go to Wallace Resale on Facebook and look up a purchase item that you would like to price, and contact either Rick or Dawn, and they will get back to you as soon as possible. Just go to the messenger on that site and they will get back to you as soon as they can with the where funds in the forehouse. All right, alrighty. Hey, it's a nice balmy 86 degrees out there right now. Be careful because the clouds are coming in and going out and coming in and going out, and so therefore you may be deceived on how much sun you're actually getting because, well, my friends, it does get through the clouds to some degree, and so you can still get burnt. Take it from someone who knows. Look at old red face looking you back in the mirror. Or in the camera, that is. Anyway, how about cloudy with occasional showers overnight with lows around 67 degrees Fahrenheit, winds of south to southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour, and chances of rain 50% for the night. And then tomorrow, Wednesday, May 27th, thunderstorms are quite likely in the morning, then a chance of scattered thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs around 75 degrees Fahrenheit, winds east to southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chances of rain are 80%. Scattered thunderstorms with lows around 64 degrees Fahrenheit, winds light and variable, chances of rain 50%. And then Thursday, May the 28th. That's right, variable clouds with scattered thunderstorms, highs around 78 degrees Fahrenheit, winds southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour, chances of rain 50%. Variable clouds with showers and scattered thunderstorms. More numerous during the evening, lows around 63 degrees Fahrenheit with winds light and variable, chances of rain 60%. And then Friday, May 29th, a few passing clouds, otherwise generally sunny, and a few stray showers or thunderstorms are possible. highs around 76 degrees Fahrenheit, winds north to northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Clear and low overnight, the lows around 54 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be north to northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Then generally sunny, with despite a few afternoon clouds. Highs near 75 degrees Fahrenheit and winds north at 5 to 10 miles per hour for Saturday, May the 30th. Partly cloudy overnight, lows around 57 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds north to northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. How about Sunday? Sunday, partly cloudy skies, highs around 75 degrees Fahrenheit, winds east to northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Mostly cloudy skies, lows around 57 degrees Fahrenheit, winds light and variable. That's right, a Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Alrighty, hey, that wraps up the 5-day forecast brought to you by Wallace Resale. Also sponsoring our next segment, which is story time. Story time for the kids. Hey, that's right. We're going to have Family First Home Healthcare looking for weekend help right now due to the fact that I'm going to need somebody. I'm going to need somebody for this weekend's care. So if you know any CNAs out there, or if you just know anybody that takes direction well, I am an excellent trainer as far as I know, as far as I've been told. Um, I can describe my care, and you don't have to be registered or anything of that nature. You just go contact Family First Home Healthcare. That's Family 1ST Home Healthcare, or family1sthhc.com. Family1sthhc.com. And throw on an application, or for that matter, you just tell them Shenandoah sent you, and talk to either Wendy or um, Tracy. Yeah, Wendy or Tracy, and they'll be more than happy to get back to you. Let's see the phone number. Up, wake up, start notepad. Family first. Go to sleep. Okay, the phone number for you is 636-734-9802. And that'll be Brandy, not Wendy. Brandy or Tracy will be speaking to you. You can contact them through the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Alrighty then. Doesn't say whether it's just Monday through Friday, but I'm pretty sure it is. Okie dokie then. Hey, here is our next segment, and we're still in the um um we're still in the Arabian Nights. That's what we're still in. And we're not only in the Arabian Nights, we're in the Talking Bird. Let's see, 1, 2. And so let's see, he's getting ready to start the journey. That's right. Brothers, said Prince Pervez, it is not proper that you, who are the head of our family, should be absent. I desire my sister should join with me to oblige you to abandon your design and allow me to undertake it. I hope to acquit myself as well as you, and if, doggone it, I hate turning pages, and if, where'd we go? It's gone. I am persuaded. Okay, I hope to acquit myself as well as you, and it will be a more regular proceeding. I am persuaded of your goodwill, brother, replied Prince Bahman, and that you would succeed as well as myself in this journey. But I have resolved and will undertake it. You should stay at home with our sister, and I need not recommend her to you. The next morning, Bahman mounted his horse, and Prevez and the princess embraced and wished him a good journey. But in the midst of their adieus, the princess recollected what she had not thought of before. Brother, she says, I had quite forgotten the accidents which attend travelers. Who knows whether I shall ever see you again? All right, I beseech you, and give up the journey. I would rather be deprived of the sight and possessions of the talking bird and singing tree and the golden water than to run the risk of never seeing you more. Sister, replied Benham, smiling at her sudden fears, my resolution, my resolution is fixed. The accidents that you speak of on behalf of befallen only those who are unfortunate. But this, but there are no more. But there are no more. Okay. But there are more who are not so. However, as events are uncertain, I may fall in this undertakable. All I can do is to leave you this knife. Bohemond, pulling a knife from his vest belt and presenting it to the princess in the sheath, said, take this knife, sister, and give yourself the trouble sometimes to pull it out and to of the sheath, while you see clean as it is now. It will be a sign that I am alive. But if you find it stained with blood, then you may believe me dead, and indulge me with your prayers. The princess could obtain nothing more of Bahman. He bid her adieu to her and Prince Pervez for the last time and rode away. When he got into the road, he never turned to the right hand or not to the left, but went directly forward towards India. The 20th day he perceived on the roadside a hideous old man who sat under a tree near a thatched house, which was his retreat from the weather. His eyebrows were as white as snow, and as was also the hair of his head. His whiskers covered his mouth, and his beard and his hair reached down to his feet. The nails of his hands and feet were grown to an extensive length, while a flat, broad, ungirded covered his head, covered umbrella, while a flat, broad umbrella covered his head. He had no clothes, but only a mat thrown around his body. This old man was a dervish, for so many years retired from the world to, to give himself up entirely to the services of God, that at last he had become what we have described. Prince Bahman, who had been all that morning very attentive to see if he could meet with anybody who could give him information to see if he could, I mean, to give him information of the place he wished he was in search of, stopped when he came near the dervish, alligated in the conformity to the directions which the devout woman had given the Princess Presidio, and leading his horse by the bridle, advanced towards him and saluted him, said, "Good prolong your days. God prolong your days, good father, and grant you the accomplishments of your desires." The dervish returned the prince's salutations, but said unintelligently that he could not understand one word he said, and Prince Mohammed, perceiving that this difficulty proceeded from the dervish whiskers hanging over his mouth, and unwilling to go any further without the instructions he wanted, pulled out a pair of scissors he had about him, and, having tied his horse to a branch of the tree, said, "Good dervish, I want to have some talk with you, but your whiskers prevent my understanding what you are saying, and if you will consent, I will cut off some part of them, and of your eyebrows, which disfigure you so much that you look more like a bear than a man." The dervish did not oppose the offer, and when the prince had cut off as much hair as he thought fit, he perceived that the dervish had a good complexion, and that he was not as old as he seemed. "Good dervish," said he, "if I had a glass, I would show you how you look. You are now a man, but before nobody could tell what you were." The kind behavior of Prince Bahan made the dervish smile and return his compliment. "Sir," said he, "whoever you are, I am obliged by the good office you have performed, and am ready to show my gratitude by doing anything in my power for you. You might have alighted upon some account or another. Tell me what it is, and I will endeavor you to your service." "Good dervish," replied Prince Bahman, "I am in search of the talking bird, the singing tree, and the golden water. Oh, I know these three realities are not far from hence, but could not tell exactly the place where they are to be found. If you know, I conjure for you to show me the way, that I may not lose my labour after my so long of a journey." Well, the prince, while he spoke, observed that the dervish changed countenance, held down his eyes, looked very serious, and remained silent, which obliged him to say to him again, "Good father, tell me whether you know what I ask you, that I may not lose my time, but inform myself somewhere else." At last the dervish broke silence. "Sir," said the Prince Bahman, "I know the way you ask of me, but the regard which I conceived for you the first moment I saw you, and first moment I saw you, and which is grown stronger by the service you have done for me, kept me in suspense as to whether I should give you the satisfaction you desire. What motive can hinder you? Replied the prince, and what difference do you find in so doing? I will tell you, replied the dervish, the dangers of which you are going to expose yourself, in greater than you may suppose, is greater than you may suppose. A number of gentlemen as much bravery as you can possibly possess have passed this way, and asked me the same question, when I used all my endeavors to persuade them to, to dis, deceased. Well, they would not believe me. At last I yielded to their importunities. I was compelled to show them the way, and I assure you they have all perished. Show me the way, and I can assure you that show them they have all perished. Okay. For I have not seen one come back. Therefore, if you have any regard for your life, take my advice and go no further, but return home. Prince Bahamas persisted in his resolution. I will not suppose, said he to the dervish, but that your advice is sincere. I am obliged to you for the friendship that you exposed expressed for me. But whatever may be the dangers, nothing shall make me change my mind or my intention. Whatever attacks me, I am well armed, and can say I am as brave as anyone. But they who will attack you are not. But they who will attack you are not to be seen, replied the dervish. How will you defend yourself against invisible persons? It is no matter, answered the prince. All you say shall not persuade me to do anything contrary to my duty. Since you know the way, I conjure you once more to inform me. Prince, when the dervish found he could not prevail upon the Prince Bahraman, and that he was obstinately bent to pursue his journey, notwithstanding his friendly Romanats, he put his hand into a bag that lay by him, and pulled out a bowl, which he presented to him. Since I cannot prevail on you to attend to my advice, said he, take this bowl, and when you are on horseback, throw it before you, and to the food, follow it to the foot of a mountain, where it will stop. And as soon as the bowl stops, alight, alight. Leave your horse with the bridle over his neck, and he will stand in the same place until you return. As you ascend, you will see on your right and left a great number of large black stones, and will hear on all sides a confusion of voices, which will utter 1,000 abuses to discourage you, and prevent your reaching the summit of the mountains. You and but be not afraid. But above all things, do not turn to the right. But above all things, do not turn your head to look behind you, for in that instant you will be changed into such a black stone as those you see, which are all youths who have failed in this enterprise. If you escape the dangers of which I give you but a faint, faint idea and get to the top of the mountain, you will see a cage, and in the cage is the bird you seek. Ask him which are the singing trees and the golden waters, and he will tell you. I have nothing more to say, and this is why you have to do. This is what you have to do. And if you are prudent, you will take my advice and not expose yourself or expose your life. Consider once more, while you have time, that difficulties are almost insurmountable. I am obliged to you for your advice, replied Prince Bahman, after he had received the bowl, but could not follow it. However, I will endeavor to conform myself to that part of it which bids me not to look behind me, and I hope to come and thank you when I have and I hope to come and thank you when I have obtained what I am seeking. After these words, to which the diverse man made no other answer than that he should be o- overjoyed to see him again, the prince mounted his horse, took leave of the dervish with a respectful salute, and threw the bowl before him. The bowl rolled away with as much swiftness as when Prince Bohemond first hurled it from his hand, which obliged him to put his horse to the same pace to avoid losing sight of it. And when it had reached the foot of the mountain, it stopped. The prince alighted from his horse, laid the bridle on his neck, and having first surveyed the mountain, and seen the black stones, began to ascend. But he had not gone 4 steps before he heard the voices mentioned by the dervish, then thought he could see nobody. Some said, "Where is that fool going? Where is he going? What would he have? Don't, don't let him pass." Others, "Stop him, catch him, kill him." And others, with voices like thunder, "Thief, assassin, murderer." While some, in gibbling tones, cried, "No, no, do not hurt him. Let the pretty fellow pass. The cage and bird are kept for him." Notwithstanding all these troubled, troublesome voices, Prince Bahman ascended with resolution for some time, but the voices resembled with some loud in din, both behind and before, that at last he was seized with dread. His legs trembled under him. His staggered He staggered, and finding that his strength failed him, he forgot the advice, turned about to run down the hill, and was turned about to run down the hill, and was that instant changed into a black stone, a metamorphosis which had happened to many before him who had attempted the ascent. His horse likewise underwent the same change. From this time, the Prince Muhammad's departure, the Princess Presidia always wore the knife and sheath in her girdle, and pulled it out several times in a day to know whether her brother was alive. She had the consolation to understand he was in perfect health, and to take of him frequently, and to talk of him frequently with Prince Prevez. On the fatal day that Prince Mahomet was and transformed into stone as Prince Pervez and the princess were talking together in the evening. As usual, the princess desired his sister to pull out the knife to know how their brother did. The princess readily complied, and seeing the blood run down the point, was seized with so much horror that she threw it down. "Oh, my dear brother," cried she, "I have been the cause of your death, and shall never see you no more. Why did I tell you of the talking bird, singing tree, and golden water? Or rather, of what importance was it to me? I know whether the devout woman thought this house ugly or handsome, or complete or not. I wish I had heaven I wish to heaven she had never addressed herself to me." Okay, we are going to leave it right there for today, and we'll pick it up again tomorrow. Okay, alrighty then, we shall do so. Okie dokie, now let's see, that brings us up to our portion of the program called Our Daily Bread, brought to you by the Bible with Briscoe 2020, a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Today's reading is 1 Chronicles 28 through 29 and John 9:24 through 41. So, be sure to tune in to the Bible with Briscoe 2020 on YouTube. Okie dokie, let's see, here we go. Today's devotion is called Sweeter Than Honey. Well, there you go. There's a song that goes sweeter than honey. Sweeter than honey, a love of the dream, ba-da-da-beam, side by side. Yeah, that's what it is, side by side. Anyway, being sweeter than honey, let's see, today's scripture for a sweeter than honey is Proverbs 6:1 through 2, and also 21 through 24. We'll see if we just can't find that. Oh, let's see. Wake up, start notepad. Proverbs 16:1-2. Spacebar. 21-24. Select all. Cut that. paste that. Go to sleep. Okay, here we go. Proverbs 16, 1 through 2, and 21 through 24. To humans belong the plains of the heart, but from the Lord comes the proper answer of the tongue. All persons' ways, all persons' ways seem pure to them, but motives are weighed by the Lord. The wise in heart are called discerning, and gracious words promote instruction. Pru- uh, Prudence is a fountain of life to the prudent, but folly brings punishment to fools. The heart of the wise makes their mouths prudent, as their lips promote instruction. Gracious words are a honeycomb, sweet to the soul and healing to the bones. And there you have it, Proverbs 16, 1 through 2, and 21 through 24. That concludes the Daily Bread portion of the program, which concludes the Shen Show for today. I've got one more song for you, which would be, oh well, goodbye, my friends, it's time to go. Ba-do-ba-da-doo. I said goodbye, my friends, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must go. So, goodbye, my friends, goodbye. This here has been Shenandoah Briscoe saying hello and how are you? Thanks for tuning in to the Shen Show, and as always, you know God loves you, and so do I. And so come back and see me tomorrow because, well, I'll be here, and I hope that you are too.